Korea has some of the best women golfers in the world, and among them, there's no denying Pak Inbee is a standout. A 7-time golf major championship winner, 21-time LPGA Tour victor, LPGA Hall of Famer, as well as a golf gold medalist in the Olympics. Pak Inbee, or Queen Bee as she's known to many golf enthusiasts, is one of the legends of the women's golf world.
골프장에서 우승하고 나서 이제 꽃가루 들었던 적은 처음이었던 것 같아요. 그래서 굉장히 다른 어느 우승보다 오늘 금메달이 훨씬 더 기뻤던 것 같아요. 그만큼 더 의미 있는 일을 한 거기도 하고요.
Now, Pak is out to ace another achievement, becoming the first golfer to represent fellow Olympic athletes as a member of the International Olympic Committee, the IOC. So, as our first globalist of 2024, we have Pak Inbee to talk about why she'll be spending most of the new year circling the globe, taking her boldest shot yet at making a difference for her sport and all athletes. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And welcome to The Globalist.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really glad to be here.
Well, we're really glad that you are here as the first guest of the new year. But congratulations, you are a new mother, 8 months?
8 months,
8
yes.
months. Mm-hmm. Are you sleeping at night? Is she sleeping at night?
Yeah, she started to sleep really well after 3 months. Before 3 months, it was a little bit hard because I have to feed her about 8 to 10 times a day. So
yeah.
Every 2-3 hours I had to wake up. But now she sleeps through the night. So I'm really living a lot happier life now. Doing a little bit of work, living a new life as a mother. It's really exciting, and she's just so cute, so lovely.
I know. Mm-hmm. Well, to a mother's eye, babies are just the light of your life. Mm-hmm. So I totally understand. But, in the midst of all this newness, mm-hmm. you're also starting a new path in your career. Mm-hmm. I hear that you are one of 32 finalists that are going to the Paris Olympics mm-hmm. in 2024. And there, the athletes will vote to represent them. 1,000 and some athletes mm-hmm. will vote among you and a lot of others from a lot of different countries. Mm-hmm. I was looking at one article and said the top liner was the American finalist and you among the 32. So they'll pick 4. How did this happen? Did you want to be an IOC member?
Well, I think I started to dream about becoming a member of the IOC or being part of the Olympics when I competed in 2016 Rio Olympics because that was the first time I ever experienced the Olympics as an athlete. I was just always watching it on TV and I thought, the athletes look really cool, but I'm living as an athlete but never got to experience it. But finally, in 2016, I got to experience the Olympics and I was just mesmerized by the Olympics and how it can affect people in many positive ways, and it did to me as well. And so I started to dream about the Olympics, and I really want to be part of it. And I was just so surprised how it can affect people or the younger generations in many positive ways by playing a sport.
Yeah. You didn't just win the golf. Gold. That was the first time that golf was an Olympic sport in 112 years.
Yeah.
So you are the first golf gold medalist. Mm-hmm. But this was one of a line of a lot of top honors you've gotten. How was this different?
The gold medal was, quite different because, I've won seven major championships. I've won over 20 regular golf tournaments, and I have one gold medal. And obviously, just the experience itself, you just never get to experience the tournament like Olympics, because it's just the festival of all the athletes, not just golf itself, but it's just kind of, I feel like it was a celebration of all the athletes together, and not just about the competition, but the sports itself is bringing the world together. With the sports was just something really different for me, different experience for me, and obviously I only have one gold medal. I have 7 major championships, so I think the weight is a little bit different because it's the only one I have.
Yes.
So.
I mean, golf has only been in Paris. It'll be the 3rd time that the golf will become a medal. So you've won half the medals out there for golf, basically.
That's a pretty good percentage.
That's pretty good percentage. Good. But, they talk about the Olympic spirit, about bringing athletes from around the world together. And that is obviously different from, your sport of golf. It's the first time you've really, met athletes of all different sports, for that matter. Did you have experiences? Did you make friends? How was your Olympic experience?
Well, I mean, the golf course is always a little bit too far from the village usually, so I didn't really get to stay in the village and interact a lot with the fellow athletes, but just being able to watch them at where they are getting played was just something unreal for me. And I mean, I think just the atmosphere itself was something that really was different because as a golfer and playing in a tournament, we just usually 140 women's golfers play in a week, but 10,000 athletes get together and play all different types of sports, and we're playing as a team representing our country is just something different. I feel like we're playing as a big team, and all the athletes representing, the certain countries. I really felt like all the athletes were really close friends, even though we didn't have so much interactions. We have something in common. We all play the sports. We're all representing our countries. So that was just something that was really touching me.
Yeah, you're all Olympians.
Olympians,
yeah.
yes.
So as an IOC member that represents athletes, what kind of role do you play in the IOC?
I think we're representing the athletes. It's pretty much we are gonna be the bridge within the IOC and the athletes. So whatever the athletes needs and whatever they want to talk about or what they want to do, we just kind of be the bridge between the IOC and the athletes.
And so that's why it is very important for an athlete.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be, we have to be a good listener. And we have to be close with the athletes and good interactions with the athletes, and kind of, let the athletes be the center of the Olympics. Yeah. And let them have great sporting and non-sporting careers, trying to support them having great sporting careers on and off the field.
These Olympians in Paris are the ones that have to vote for you. So you're going to have to visit, meet them and talk to them and get their vote. How do you plan to do that?
Well, I now have 7 to 8 months now. I'm studying a little bit more into what kind of sports they're playing in and what kind of schedule they're going to be in. And obviously, I have to kind of read them and see when I can talk to them. Obviously, because everybody's so sensitive when they're playing in the Olympics. If they lost a game and when I go try to introduce myself and they're not feeling that great, but it's just going to be hard to find the timing, I think. So I'm going to try to read the people's minds a little bit and try to go say hi to a lot of the athletes if possible. So I think just getting in contact with a lot of the athletes will be the key thing.
That means you're going to go all around the globe. Have to go to where they are.
Right.
or they're training, I guess.
Right, but I heard that I have to be, spending most of my time in the Olympic Village because usually all the athletes stay in the Olympic Village. So I'm gonna try to find the time to see them within the Olympic Village, and if I get a time, I'm gonna try to go to the venues and see them play.
Obviously, you're a front runner because global media has really sort of spotlighted you and the American sprinter. What do you think your chances are?
I think everything in the world, it has 50-50 chance, no matter what we do. I think I have about 50-50 chance. I think it all depends on how much I try when I go to the Paris, and it's just hard to imagine what it's gonna be like because it's just first time I'm doing it. And it's some path that I've never walked before. I'm trying for something really, really new in my career. So, yeah, I'm really excited about my new beginning.
Yeah. Is this something you had thought about for a while? Because it is a very bold move.
Right, right. I mean, I have thought about it since, like I said, after 2016 Rio Olympics, but it has been about 8 years since then. I think everything was just, really right. The timing-wise, I gave birth to my child this April, and I was taking a little bit of my time off. I kind of had the time to think about, what do I want to do next? And I think it was a really great start for me to go to become a member of the IOC. It was something just great, right? So that's a great start for me. So.
It's a bold shot.
Yeah, it's not an easy one to do, but
No.
I just thought that just the process and just the experience itself, whether I become an IOC member or not, I thought the experience itself was gonna be such a great experience for me in my career. Doesn't matter what the result would be.
Yeah.
Just the experience itself would be very unique.
Will you be competing, or will you be trying to compete in the Paris Olympics as well?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be competing as an athlete this time. And there's so many younger generations of golfers that are so competitive and so good. I think it's better for them to represent our country than me at the moment because I haven't been doing a lot of practice or I haven't been competing for a while.
Yes, I mean, you've obviously had a baby.
Yeah, so.
But you're going to be back on the field, right?
I'm not sure about that. No.
We'll have to see?
Yeah, I have to see.
Yeah.
I didn't expect Se-ri, Annika, Laura, Webby, and Julie to come out and congratulate me at all. So I was really, really surprised to see them, and it just felt so much more special, seeing a lot of those players, legendary players that I have been looking up to when I was growing up, and actually, being able to see them after the round and waiting for me after the round with my smiley face.
Yeah, you saw yourself.
Yes, it was just great, and just I don't think I can change this experience with any other week.
Well, we all know in Korea that you are a legend in the golf world here. But I hear that your start has a lot to do with another Korean legend golfer, Pak Se-ri. So tell us that story. What made you really want to be the next Pak Se-ri?
Well, my dad was a really good golfer, and he loved game of golf. So, in 1998, when I was 10 years old, my dad was watching TV when Se-ri was winning the U.S. Women's Open. So, I just kind of remember like him screaming, and he was getting really excited, like in 3 a.m.
This was when she took off her
socks.
her socks and went into the water to make that putt.
Yeah, I think it was that moment, like he was watching like the playoff, and
so you were right there.
I wasn't watching, but like my dad was like going crazy, so I just kind of went out, and I was like, what's going on? And then like I just saw the lady like getting her socks off, and it looked just really cool, right?
Yeah.
After she won, all the television commercials and everything, she was on it, and then I was like, wow, that was the game of the sport that my dad was playing, and now it looks cool. When my dad was playing, we're like, it looks really boring. And then,
I know.
Yeah, and then when Se-ri was playing, that sport actually looks really cool. So my dad was always asking me to go play when I was like 6, 7 years old, but I was like, that sport doesn't look fun, I don't want to play. And then after watching her, I said, I want to play golf. So since then, I started playing golf, and that's how I got into the game.
You got into the game early, but there was something that, obviously not everybody that goes into the game early becomes Pak Inbee. So what makes Pak Inbee such a great golfer?
No, I think I have a personality that's, a little bit calm, and I don't really get surprised with anything, like not many things. And I think that personality really helped me become a great golfer, because I think golf is a very quiet sport, and obviously golf, you have to be very calm on and off the golf course a little bit, and I think that was probably the reason I became, and the love of my family was definitely a love, and the support of my family was the key to my success, for sure.
So at what point in your career or your education of golf did you and your father at that point think, okay, she has what it takes to become a professional golfer?
I think the moment I started playing was when my dad wanted me to become a professional golfer, I think. Yeah, I think that was always his dream. So I think it was the first moment for him. And for me, when I started playing, I probably went to play the golf tournament since after maybe like 6 months or a year after I picked up golf. Yeah.
And that was when you were?
I was like 11.
11.
So, yeah. And when I was playing in the golf tournament, I was really good. Like every tournament I went, I was winning. So I kind of thought that, I must be really good at this sport. And I think pretty soon I wanted to become a professional golfer, like Se-ri. Yeah.
So you've had a long and illustrious career starting from a very, very young age. But when you look back, what do you see as your greatest achievement?
There are so many great achievements in my career, especially career Grand Slam to winning the first U.S. Open. There's so many highlights, but I think definitely the highlight of my career would be winning the gold in the Rio Olympics. It's just only one gold I have. So, and just the experience I had was something very unique and something that cannot be exchanged with anything. So definitely the highlight of my career would be the Rio Olympics gold moment.
You talk about this inner peace that is very important for you as a golfer. Is there something you say in your? Is there like a something self-hypnotizing word that you make, or does it just come naturally to you?
It really comes natural for me. I mean, so many people ask me like, how do you stay so calm on the golf course? How does your face, doesn't change when you're winning or when you're losing?
What we call a poker face.
Yeah. How do you keep your poker face? What do you try? What's your mentality? Like so many people ask me, but I don't try for anything. Wow. It's like everything really comes naturally for me, and I mean, I think it's just the love and support I got from my family, and I am just a very peaceful person, as in general, not just within the golf course, but I'm just really happy person, whether on and off the golf course. So I think that was kind of the healthy mentality, and I really do believe that picking up the sport in such a young age and I didn't even have teenager things when I was younger because
You were already a professional.
oh, not a professional, I would say, but I was mentally and physically very healthy individual by playing a sport. And that's why I really want to be part of the IOC, part of the Olympics, because I really want the younger generations to pick up the sport, and I really want them to grow up mentally and physically strong within their self, and more people like that will make a better world, I think. So I think that's definitely the key thing that I really want to inspire the younger generations to pick up the sport and be healthy.
Like what you went through,
Yeah, like I went through, Since I played the sport in 10 years old, I was just happy since then,
You know, that inner peace, that you know, very positive effect of sport is something that you know, many, even Korean golfers start. Again, there are many wonderful Korean women golfers and men these days as well, women and men. And people obviously will ask you, what makes Koreans such good golfers? What do you say?
Yeah, I get that question so many times, probably about 100 times already. But, you know, I think, you know, Korean parents has definitely very passionate about, I'm sure all the parents around the world would be passionate about their child, but Korean people, I gotta say, there's a little more spice into that. And that spice somehow, I think, definitely makes the kids grow up good at what they do. And I think that definitely helps the Korean golfers play well in the worldwide. And, well, what can I say? We're just talented, and because I mean, it doesn't really explain it either. I said I'm gonna say we have good hand-eye coordination because we use chopsticks in such a young age and
that's
things
a good
like that.
explanation.
But then that means then all the Asian golfers would be the same. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the golfers. I always say, golfers' blood is in Korean blood.
Golfers, archers, you know, which we are really good. I mean, there's a certain hand-eye coordination, a steelness in mind, I guess.
Right. And the support of the family is definitely the big key.
I see education being a big factor, not just in sports, not just in your sport,
but
in all sports,
everything.
In all sports. Do you see a golfer in your daughter yet?
I'm training her.
Oh, really? Already? She's 8 months.
I'm you know, when I give her snack, I kind of give her in her dish and then let her pick it up and like use her hand-eye coordination. And you know, my husband is a coach, so he kind of tells her when she's drinking milk, say like be relaxed, you know, relax your hands, and you know, don't have too much pressure on your body, and sleep this way, that way for your backswing and finish. And
oh my goodness.
I really want her to play the sports, like not just golf, but I really wish that, you know, she likes playing sports, and so she can grow up really healthy. So
because obviously you know the benefits of sports. But we'll be looking for the next Pak Inbee, which is, you know, your daughter, not your daughter's name, but in the next maybe 10, 20 years, who knows. So this is the first show of 2024. This year, what are your plans?
Well, this year is the Year of the Dragon, and I was born in Year of Dragon.
Oh, you were?
So it is a it feels like it is a very special year for me. You know, I'm starting a new path on the Year of Dragon, and I'm just really excited and looking forward to this coming year, and hopefully something, you know, good happens this year.
This is the year where the dragon sort of flies into the skies. You know, is very active. So hopefully we'll see a lot of that in the new year. In the new year, we have our viewers from around the world who are, many of them obviously will be your fans. Is there a message you might want to give everybody?
Well, I'm going for something new this year, so please root for me and please look out for my name, and Happy New Year, everyone.
Well, Happy New Year, everyone, too. We do hope that your bold shot will be a success, and hope to see you back on our show as an IOC member.
Thank you.
And that's it for me. I wish all our viewers a happy, happy New Year. And I will be back next week with another globalist who's putting Korea on the map. Sun Jie out.